Zap 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 Lightning. Zap Zap Lightning. Lightning. Vader.
Hello everybody, it's me, the LEGO Dude, and in today's video I'll be going over every LEGO Star Wars set which is scheduled to be retired in 2025. Even though it's early in the year, we have a full 2025 retirement list already available. Although these lists rarely have many changes, in recent years there have been more fluctuations to the list, so I'll be providing more updated videos throughout the year. Kicking things off with a slate of miscellaneous stragglers, we have the 75304 Darth Vader's helmet, which released on April 26, 2021 for $80 with 834 pieces. This set has previously been scheduled for retirement on the past two retirement lists if I remember correctly, however it somehow lasted all the way up to now. Last year I predicted it would last until this year, which it has, and I would guess that there's a possibility that it might be extended again until 2026. However, as of now that's up in the air. Next up we have the 75331 UCS Razor Crest, which will be released on October 3rd, 2022 for $600 with 6,187 pieces. At release it was an absolute behemoth of a set that I thought was amazing, and I still do think that. A little over a 3-year lifespan, while shorter than I would expect for such a large set, is still reasonable compared to other UCS lifespans, so I'm not too bothered about it retiring. Although it is unlikely that we see it again in LEGO owing to its destruction in The Mandalorian Season 2, so that's definitely gonna be a shame. Next up is the 75355 UCS X-Wing Fighter, which released on May 1st, 2023 for $240 with 1,949 pieces. This set was about your standard UCS set with a standard 2.5 year lifespan, so I have no complaints about its retirement. Moving on to retiring sets that released on September 1st, 2023, we first have the 75354 Coruscant Gunship, which released for $140 with 1,083 pieces. For a set of its size, a 2.5 year lifespan seems to be fair, however it's a shame that the exclusive Chancellor Palpatine, Senator Amidala, and Commander Fox minifigures are going to be unavailable once again. Next up we have the 75357 Ghost and Phantom 2, which released for $160 with 1,394 pieces. Similar to the Coruscant Gunship, it's a large-scale playset with a great design, however the 2.5 year lifespan is reasonable in comparison to similar sets. I would not be surprised though if similar to the first LEGO Ghost, it skyrocketed in value on the third-party market within a few years. Finally, from September 2023, we have the 75362 Ahsoka Tano's T6 Jedi Shuttle, which released for $80 with 601 pieces. It's a surprise to see that this set lasted this long, but it's a welcome one. It's a relatively good set with a great minifigure selection. Drawbacks though are the price and the fact that the underside of the ship is the underside of panels all the way through. There's basically no detailing down there. It probably got longer than it deserved, but it's still a good set, so there's no real issue there. Getting to 2024 now, we first have a January set with the 75384 4+ Crimson Firehawk, which costs $50 and has 136 pieces. This is quite possibly one of LEGO's most overpriced sets ever, and with it being on clearance at most stores for as low as $20, I would not be surprised if LEGO halted production on it quickly almost as soon as it released, and that they're just trying now to get as many units sold as possible and the Crimson Firehawk retired quickly as well. Moving on to a duo of Midiscale sets released on March 1st, 2024, we have the 75376 Tantive IV, which costs $80 and has 654 pieces, and the 75377 Invisible Hand, which costs $50 and has 557 pieces. I very much dislike both of these sets with their insanely high prices, small size due to small part usage and lack of minifigures, and seeing as they've been given an average set lifespan, I'd say it's definitely time for them to go by the end of the year. Next up we have a surprising set to be retired this early with the 75387 boarding the Tantive IV, which was released on March 1st, 2024 for $55 with 502 pieces. While the 21-month lifespan is fair for a set of its size, when you take into account that it portrays quite possibly the most iconic scene of Star Wars with the opening battle of A New Hope, it seems shocking that they would go ahead and retire it this quickly. I would theorize they might be trying to retire it quickly due to it containing an exclusive 25th Anniversary 5's minifigure, however that's just speculation. Either way though, it's disappointing to see it go. Moving on to sets that released on May 1st, 2024, we first have the 75378 BARC Speeder Escape, which costs $30 and has 221 pieces. This is an all-around solid set with a strong minifigure selection and build that isn't too overpriced, so while an extra year would have been nice, the average lifespan of a little over 18 months is reasonable. Next is the 75380 Mos Espa Podrace Diorama, which costs $80 and has 618 pieces. I've never liked most of the diorama sets for the same reasons I explained earlier about why I don't like most of the midi-scale sets, so I'm not too bothered about this retiring. Next up is the 75381 Buildable Droideka, which costs $65 and has 683 pieces. This is an absolutely amazing set that we just got last year, so it's disappointing to see it go so soon. The design and features are phenomenal, with the ability to roll especially being fantastic. This, along with the fact that we're supposed to be getting a buildable B1 battle droid later this year, makes it confusing why it's retiring so soon, on top of already being a disappointment. Next off, we have the 75383 Darth Maul Sith Infiltrator, which costs $70 and has 640 pieces. Similar to our previous few sets, it's gotten a reasonable lifespan for its size and quality. However, I'm just disappointed that it's going to be retiring so early when it has a Saw Gerrera minifigure that we'll likely never see again in LEGO. Since he's more of a side character, LEGO will probably be happy with having released one version of him and then no more after that, so it's disheartening seeing this set retire. Moving on to sets released on June 1st, 2024, we have the 75373 Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack, which costs $20 and has 109 pieces. At 18 months, it will have been given the perfectly average lifespan of a battle pack, which is disappointing since it's an above average set, but is still reasonable since it's not an exceptional battle pack. Next up is the 75386 Paz Vizsla and Moff Gideon Battle, which costs $40 and has 289 pieces. It's in a similar situation to the Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack, with it being good enough to make it disappointing to see it retire, but not of an exceptional quality where it would deserve a longer than average lifespan. Last off from June, we have the 75390 Luke Skywalker X-Wing Mech, which costs $16 and has 195 pieces. As a mech, it's been given the standard 18-month lifespan, and with it being a solid but not exceptional mech, I have no qualms with its retirement. Moving on to sets released on August 1st, 2024, we first have the 75374 Onyx Cinder, which costs $140 and has 1,325 pieces. Considering that this is the only set based off the recently released Skeleton Crew TV show, I would have expected it to be given an extra year or so, especially since LEGO likely won't release any other sets based off of Skeleton Crew. However, it looks like they've just gone ahead and cut it off with a 17-month lifespan, which is short for a set of its size but not unprecedented. Next up, we've got the 75385 Ahsoka Tano's Duel on Peridea, which costs $55 and has 382 pieces. This set has a great minifigure selection, however it's overpriced and was destined to have a boring build with the scene it's based off of. On top of this, the stickers included for almost all of the detailing is annoying. While it's sad that these minifigures, especially Thrawn, won't be available anymore, there's no big argument from me on its retirement. Moving on from that, we have the 75392 Creative Play Droid Builder, which costs $100 and has 1,186 pieces. I'd say it's about a good set with some interesting features, however the price is quite high, so overall the standard lifespan seems fair. Antepenultimately on the list, we have the 75393 TIE X-Wing Mashup, which costs $110 and has 1,063 pieces. Although it is a little overpriced, this is a phenomenal set with an amazing set concept, with the ability to switch the wings between the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter, so it's disappointing to see it get the short end of the stick and be retired within 17 months. Penultimately on the list, we have the 75396 Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit, which costs $80 and has 558 pieces. This set is overpriced to an absurd degree, however its retirement is probably the most baffling out of every set on the list. With the recent release of the UCS Jabba Sail Barge, it seems logical that LEGO would have kept the Desert Skiff out until 2026 as a sort of bundle purchase alongside the Sail Barge, but they're curiously retiring it within 17 months. Similar to the boarding the Tantive IV set from earlier in the video, I would be thinking they're planning to retire it because of the exclusive 25th anniversary Yen Nummed minifigure, however this is just conjecture. Our final set on the list is the 40755 Imperial Dropship vs Scout Speeder, which released on October 1st, 2024 for $40 with 383 pieces. This set was unusually tacked on at the end of 2024, so I never expected it to last longer than the end of 2025, which seems to be what is going to happen. It's a good set that's overpriced, and though the lifespan of this set is even shorter than usual, it's not too far out of the realm of normality, especially since it's supposed to be part of the Battle Pack line of sets, which last 12 to 24 months on average. Overall, there's a few odd retirement choices on this list, however there's not that many that I outright disagree with, so I would say that overall this is a good list for 2025. Alright everyone, that is everything for today's video. Tell me your thoughts on the 2025 Star Wars retirement list in the comment section down below. Which sets do you think belong on it? Which sets do you think don't? Do you think it's a good or bad overall list? And one last thing before you leave, please remember to hit the subscribe button, ring the notifications bell, and leave a like on the video. Bye!